other, I was trying to look for his accolades, and I'll do that. Mr. Scofray Nana Yao Yeboa, or transformational coach, certified professional corporate trainer, consultant with Zoe Global Consult. He is the first Africa's first certified oncological coach from Ideal Coaching Global in the US. He is also the world's first student to graduate with an advanced diploma in leadership studies from the Institute of Commercial Management in the UK. So you do know that the person in direction, he's credible. And yes, coach Dabi. We have a credible coach in the house. The pressures. Is it necessary? Do we need to put pressure on ourselves? I will say, for pressure, no, na, my pressure need to me, and I say, it doesn't really matter when you are behind. I mean, should we actually feel the pressure? And I said, we should let it go. Good morning, Mr. Yoko.
Good morning. Good morning.
I know you prefer Scofray.
Good morning. I'm in morning and I extended it. Let's feel the punch.
If you have a code,
Let's not feel power.
It's
tough.
Tough.
Black and white, tough and red and white.
Hey, black and white and red and white, one and every pa. Black and white, black and white, Let's go for your quaba.
Yeah.
As my Cassandra can muezin. When she was saying it, what kept coming in my mind was basically you as a person. Elma Mechero, a bisa onhu, a show who were mirroring nebisa on the a market chiriana, wa braboimu. That should be the most painful, most difficult, question for one to ask him or herself. Eshe miromu anopebia nyumbrire kwakwada na onho tete na ebisa onho de market chiriana. Am I moving forward ana? Obesi mi ye ana. Messi Mabraboriko obey ye na. Hey, that should be a painful place for somebody to be.
Yeah, Mezinchia Koma, more cherished viewers, and the feeling of being left behind. It's a phase that ideally every human being goes through.
Biara.
It's a phase. You may not call it, I feel left behind, but there are things that runs through your mind that will get you to the point. Fanade, you all completed GSS, junior high school. Now, our time it was junior high school. Now, say GSS, junior secondary school. This year as junior high school. So you use that years of system measurement to question yourself. When you know GSS, when to man call SS, I want to cry. I taught at university, and you Juma, I shall say drive big car, Yama bungalow, big estate. You are my classmate from GSS. It's a natural phenomenon to want to question.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But wara in the awara extra mirror ni munare kan ho e ka kira wara ho de Miss Madiri ko ya de America chiro. That means there's a comparison going on.
And most often than not, the feeling of being left behind occurs when you are measuring.
Compare.
When you are comparing and contrasting. Say, say be a makechi. Makechi is su adwendwene e ho atenka no. Esi we abra bo wa abra ye de ye ho toto nkrofo abra bo ho. Nkrofo kan kro. Nkrofo modern bo ho. Na yesusu se entimin so medu homponi. Ana se ye wose ne hye se ka oba de osi so a uwie university now chabe 28 I say we feel be settle or fine boy to say Alex na no hye bra
shame
so Ana se be ma watwam a na odi 40 na still am fa ba bia ma afia.
Ibi se ade.
Da akrum so pa busa se bra.
Ayenga.
Ura dem ho a no ahye da so ba dwuma hwese ebo ho ana mo ho. Bo so you must anada ade na. I say 40 years. Wo for ba bia ma afia ada.
Yeah.
And now, sir, you look at your classmates, your age mates, people you grew up with, and you ask yourself, hey, what is happening to me? Right. Even in a corporate space, maybe you were all recruited at the same time or employed at the same time. After 5 years, some have gotten promotions ×3. So, things that occur around you can be an automatic measuring instrument to question yourself. And the more the question begins, a feeling. Na, and then komodie yen sheno a bit of even the science perspective. So kodrum pempen so na wo kase makechi anameya kechi na biribi koso wa adwenem.
Me pacho answer ne call the science aspect of, the genesis of Niebe Koso in terms of science aspect, Wo kasa from the beginning you did mention say yinyina ne ye call GSS. Yeah, was stages in life. And you already know you've established say you were stages in life. What time I ya wo. What time I was so nante. What time I was so solids. What time I ubeko nursery. What time I ubeko primary. I feel the wako GSS. I'm happy that you mentioned that. It means say ababona nkasano. Senya nyankopon born no and I say I don't know whether it's society ne born as I say you can be crawling at 15 years not just say you say it's an error. And since you nyina you GSS no you expect to say in the stages of life and pampa no it was see a questions in the stages of life and pampa no it was see you do baby you worry and I say let me even bring puberty. In the stages of life, I also do puberty. Your voice be crack, be breaky. Your friend is saying, "Ube develop pubic hair. Ube go through menstrual period. Nothing there, what worry? Nothing there. We. It's no comparison. No, one year sure say a hormono and the AD fever.
So
the comparison stage, like where does it even really begin? Like when do you begin comparing? Which stage do we begin comparing? Is it from our infants? My friend say, prepare to your time now. Now say GSS time now. Now say after SS and as our comparison really sets up in the human body.
Alex, where is it written and scientifically proven? Say, yenina ya brabono. I will say go through this systematic structure.
That the natural or the physical laws that has been laid down for us.
Whichever way you pick life, Biano. We need to be structured. Because it is within rules and contexts and a boy yet raise certain metrics. It's in a measure in you okay. But and yet cast in stone. Near do that point of feeling left behind is when we cast everything in stone. Say anko systematically we are nature say marketry.
Okay.
Obi Michelle Penibia wanko secondary school. Nanso always or trust as time no O level say subject by subject. Not sure no marco into the age mates were all far ahead of him. It is so who say ye na ye race na abrabomrika na ye tunu. Your tracks are different. A big 1,005 meters. A big 5,000. A big marathon. A big so just 100-meter dash.
Hurdles.
A be hurdles. A be a high jump. Each of all these, there is a bending moment, there is a rising moment, and all that entails. So when to me and who say you are carved for 100 meters, now the whole quarter to your 1,005 for one, a big critical amount say you feel you have been left behind. So 1,005. Now, you same boat called pa. Hey, what you go, what you know, who you for into suddenly. Now, a certain misplacement of desire sets in. It's now called do a nijena any mumeni etriama a you same boat in Tinunya cranka. Person quitting with 1,005 now go 200 meters needy. And at the metrics of, let's say, our rare. Obi simu okama no ne ebi mutimi simu 80 o se masoma ware ye se mrama ho kwan ware o ware 2 years o se ware ko bejai obi so simu 30 years o tena ho na farmer no not about brother the next 50 years to the rest of their lives obi so simu even 40 years 2 years aware na go enti the reality of life is that we all go through our phases. Individually.
All right.
Even in Tafo Kra Nebia, almost signature strength, they are almost like ABA 70% close. No, there is still that aspect of your individual experiences. And to share caption, you see the feeling. I think, say, ya catchri. I think, it's not evidence that say. Ya catchiro.
You feeling?
I think me no me and say what say ya catchiri. So I think bien su wonyema e pusunu. I think no you me pusunu. And na make say udru sam pempenso na. I thought the lack of the awareness or the knowledge of the damage that point you get to does to you. Ye ni enuntino. Eya na ye maho kwan me ye kosa ya wonim se o hye onipa adwene a adwene ekura no it said networks.
Is that a scientific part you wanted to go to? Okay.
Ofa nipa adwene it said networks.
I've not forgotten.
Ai ko
it said networks e connect na efro na isane bia na ubenya tinka se wakachi Nema oboto, I'm some that two screens so you for pa. Your card didn't that you can mean say net here a networks. And to share, baby, a minor branch be any free be pathways. And a mountain.
Obia
what you want to that one I want a mountain membrane. OMT or fan, Utigo or fan, or satellite or fan, Sunny any page say that here.
Parents,
Obibia, and you know the moment you get to the point, say, who feel say, what catch no, no catch I didn't say, and true moon call and mubium.
Okay, you place limitations.
Exactly, the moment you say, ya catch, you are telling the brain, the network not to expand again. Because when we get to that point, you are saturated. You said what you dem refem. You shall say, talk your home pain. I'm not good enough. I'm not better enough. If I had gotten this earlier, if I have done this earlier, a honor feeling ebemuno.
Okay.
And to say, who say, certain can bar. It is a prompting to become aware of perhaps certain actions and inactions that is not giving a certain result. Awareness is important. And no more a trigger. Now, network nearby, but I say, now why do you know network? Now, a shock can be. It's an alert. But we move it to the point where if you look at the diagram, there are some sparkles or some highlighted areas. That moment triggers you to know, say, perhaps we've taken some actions or we're not taking some actions until you're alert. Na alert one do baby, no one man with the needed attention and not fair doom. Because oh, try what you say, nya dear who here. I was I would drink into a bed doom. A doom sana. No, I catch what you say that's far we can go into Yentinemusa. So, feeling of being left behind, you know. I know so what the bedroom, it creates chaos disposition for you. 1 + 1 enye juma. 2 + 2 enye juma.
Just the feeling.
Just the feeling. There's another one I think I'll ask the president to put it up. Wow. The moment, bro, this is how your heart rate, viability, this is how your heart. So we'll go through the feeling of being left behind, and there was a corner, frustrations, worry. Sade no koswa, say no akomabo. Sa no akomabo. Enti ema okwampo nya kwanya bia, it allows you to look at life and see possibility.
With the red alert, you know, you become your friends
even.
It is saying no akoma na pam. It will show
unstable.
Exactly. So if you see somebody doing what you would have wished for, so akoma ebo. If you see your classmate you don't akoma ebo. So every time your heart is beating inappropriately. And it's how the when I compare. What it is saying is that enka was senka yenka ya and I led to you no. One man not be a burden. I bear frustration. I bear chaos. I bear stuff. And you know already know wakuma kura bossa ne yete any send your wadwene e kesino a bebra.
Me patrol Scofray, let me not catch you there, but what you're trying to say is say sir alert na mind gives it's just reminding us so ebia we workage. It's just like a reminder.
An alert.
An alert. Okay. The alert na yen when you dwell there, now when say your letter, that is when the worry or frustration
exactly sets in. It is a worry and frustration sets in.
So this is the two combined.
This is the two comparisons we are doing. Right. So when the alert sets in, what is occurring is that then your heart, into you say a feeling of being left behind. Your brain and your heart communicate as you instruct them. And if I say you get to this point because you think I could do far better than Alex is doing. I can do far better than you. But maybe opportunity to be a question. So perhaps it is telling you that whatever Alex and Cassie might have done to go this far, you are not prepared to risk anything. I heard you mention about when you came out from SA. You could have said, okay, my baby question me talk I won't, and then you wallow in all your everything. But you use all the occurrences as a form of alert. Okay. And you want to see inferiority complex and superiority complex. The damage is the same. None is better than the other.
So the feeling of not being enough.
The feeling of not being enough and the feeling of thinking that you are better than somebody else in a certain position, yet you are not there. Is superiority and inferiority complex. Those two, the damage is the same. The consequences are the same. And think you bury your ego with a superiority complex and say that, what could be Allah's doing differently?
That I could do.
What kind of investment have you made into yourself that I have not made? There is no sense of intellectual humility. Yeah. There is that ego and superiority. Then the other side of the inferiority, as for my family, we don't go this far in life. We must be modest. We shouldn't stretch. So, the things that get us to wallow in the feeling of being left behind.
Scofray, my main bisa question. You know this thing of the brain giving you an alert. Now, I say, ping, you know, I say, it be a when is that's a nante. And I say, when you need, and when you need, you should know A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
That feeling, you know, is it not a natural thing you know, so that we don't also become lazy?
It's like a guide. Like a guide.
I say, me feel say, if we do not reach a certain balance, and if we take balance now, you do not say to understand whether we are at a good balance, we might either fall to the, to the low, or be, have that superiority as if that, you want to, more than anybody else. How do we strive that balance without also not being lazy and unambitious? Because the thing about competition is there to keep you so that you consistently going up. But the competition in your and nothing is not she pursue say worry. She pursue say nyejuma. See better.
The question of competition.
Yeah.
Should there be that question where you want to compete?
From because of my background in ontology, where we look at the beingness of things, we are also conscious of wording, which we call languaging. Mm-hmm. So in the place of competition, we will say contribution.
Oh.
So what are you not contributing, for which reason you are not getting to a certain destination?
So competition doesn't come in that word.
So I wouldn't want to look at competition, except if we all understand the languaging where we could put competition in the context. And yes, sir, people will take it out of context.
Okay.
Let's put it in the context.
So if you put it in the context, like it brings you a certain alertness. So the competition by that right context, man, can the right place and they say, oh, so you see where the context is coming from. The right context is, it should rather inspire you. Yeah. It should rather motivate you. But when it becomes a barrier to you and making you feel you don't matter, that is how come we don't use some of these words. Okay. So it's just like the word think positive. We say that the word positive, because it's a charge, wherever there is positive thinking, there is negative charge tagging along. So for me not to give that beingness presence, I would rather think optimistically, because it does not carry any charge, whether positive or negative.
Using the word
optimistic
what about
instead of
the pessimist?
Pessimism is not a negative charge. It's also an experience. It's a being.
Right.
But optimism is so neutral that whatever you introduce into it is what it occupies. Okay. So in the context of what we are discussing now, what are you not contributing to your personal life that you are stuck? Then one farmer who and said, "Then I checked and I said, "Nimdiani one farmer who that's what class 1." So do the now what that now borrow we have 24 hours. You were saying to your period leader and you would be and it's a wood man who and not do a borrow swa who be try swaba a chesa won't call him. It sounds a bra wouldn't in I nano, what you are say nano. Obiso than I hear say I in crying shit. So how we use things that comes our way is critical and important.
In our well-being.
In our well-being. And feeling it is good. It's a trigger. It's just like anger. It is, when you look at, because we are parasympathetic and sympathetic beings, they are there. The freeze, fight, flight being. This is who we are. This is the nature of our nomenclature as human beings.
The three,
the freeze, flight, fight. Say ni ebo bring out here. Say me tumrika. Say me jina ko ano. Anase ebe mama titriti wa asem na anim no. Sa ne yanwene yen. Enti the balance of when to be frozen, the balance of when to fight, the balance of when to run. So when timi ansua aho ade a e wa brabo mu a eno na ma wonya tenka be se wa ka echi no. Because abrabo mu ye wa bra ye tumrika pa. When you have all the energy in your youthful state, make all the investment that is required. Because there gets a point where you can also stand to fight, because now they say you contest with life. There's a point you have to pause. It's part of the freezing. There are times you don't have to do anything. You just have to pause and allow you to look at what is showing up in your life.
When you pause, sleeping must not come in.
It's not sleeping. Pause is giving the chair. Oh, what kakra? No, kakra. atwetwe so kakra
se nyema ye hija
nyema ye hija nti no wotwetwe so kakra hwe se ekwan ben na metimi de me nan benkum atu a ebekọ memwa se obi aye masters for example aye hija obi aye masters he say kofo so get doctorate se one to obo anhwe now petupone wo se a moja beba esan se me di wachi koye masters na bia wo bobre ye enkontabuo wo bobre ye impensempensemu na bia me bobre no eyese me entrepreneur na me tumi ka no nyina koye masters a emfa mwa mre menu emfa enime me bobre mu a imagine what occurs. So it is in the pause, the freezing, that allow me to scan and say, and connect what the next step to what my potentials are. And the flight, the fight, and the freezing being. And the
fight,
the flight, and the freezing. And now I didn't move network near the buy, and I make us say, bra being queen alert. And you say be alert 20 now when we go into danger. There's a part of us that prompts us to act in a certain manner. But so now we instantly say, one talk no more, that is why we are hardwired like that. And the matter of feeling left behind no is a prompting. If it goes beyond it prompting, you have refused to be responsible and accountable for your own life.
Wow. Safi now do we feed to Max TV. This is Max Morning. Na yechuchun komofa the feeling of being left behind. Unsa brabu me to the bia. We feel say you're not doing enough. Ye be say is it important say ube masa pressure and get to you and I say Bobrana according to senia unyankopon design to to do. Some of your messages did come in. Yen really kakra. Good morning, Max TV. I really love today's topic. I know you absolutely love it. Send your messages to Scofray before the time is over. Not on to me and answer and more because our certified international all the accolades is here to answer your questions. And my mind has been open. But Scofray, let me come back. I'm still standing by the balance side. There's the prompting. There's what is supposed to be. Does this not have when you know ye came share make bro for? When you know ye king, does it not have something to do with your upbringing?
Osha, the power of the brain. Near your family, I to say, your way of fra, ya no. And you're so powerful and in knowledge of all things. Kopem bra, Osha says, record the same car can kasa, not recording. Then it brings all that can kasa it knows infinitely. Na shall say deba. Bro for kasa na record it. In Kontebua na record it. Then over a period of time, it becomes what we call your mindset.
Your memory record.
Yes, it becomes what the sets of your mind. Enti ye upbringing no, nyama mienu. Obi hwe bebia ye wo no, ehwe bebia ye tete no, ehwe school okoye. Na wa choose say ebeye nkransha man say me ma me baby anko saati bia ni. It is what you do to the current environment. It is what you do with it. Science actually be refer bro because be epigenetics. Chere say mpacho wudimi ka say me nso nto, nso beto.
Yeah den ya.
Owia bebo.
Yeah.
Ope beba.
Yeah.
Yare ni tawanta beba.
Yeah.
Nemom nia wode saa bre no eye wo wabra abomu no enu na de hu sunsanso e de brewo enti se me hwete bia ye wo mi wom papa wo ma me wo me na mama na mpusu me say I wouldn't. It's like breaking the cycle of anger or hurt or violence. If I was beaten, I was bastard, I was everything here ye ni nyina bi mama na manko process of therapy ni ye ensi gina say I'm going through therapy so that I don't inflict that same pain on another woman's daughter or obiba. Na be a cycle of hurt. Enti senia ye nyina ya bringing difficult no. Adentina sa same upbringing no eye motivation ma obi. Inspire obi. Encourage you obi to live above that status quo than obi so say am ye wo say ma yin na atum. It is what we introduce into the space. What you introduce into the space. And we have first we can say epigenetics. Science say sanya mani nyina enu su to me kopem bra wo
allows it.
Bebuye door no through an action or an inaction. As okay, yen dia de we yenko ho. Na wa adwene agya atum say yenko ho.
Yeah,
you because of the here. So and if you check,
because part of this, all right.
So for example, coaching session,
yeah.
And then you can come and meet you. I'm also listening to your languaging. The words we use, they are not by accident. It tells us what we are thinking and what we are feeling.
It's part of our it's part of our mindset.
Kasa me oba session e di nkomo a de twe nkomo sam pempenso na oba na e coaching session papa bia ne wo kanyina enye only the story bit enye eni aka nyina no
what the wording
kasa o de kire me no korati me kire me wo bobre sanya wo dwene usu ene wo ban.
It doesn't have anything to do with it be a brofo na yente. Scofray mabana say make two brofo no basa.
Is why for instance, because of the training I've received,
okay,
I'm able to tell say be a brofo. And do you know what is so powerful? We communicate what we think and we feel, even if we don't understand, we don't have the grasp of the words.
Really?
I'm telling you. We are more powerful than we think as beings. We are so powerful.
So we communicate what we feel.
We communicate what we feel. Even Oceania, Chinese non-team brofokra, also take me, do, no. Because it is the action of it, say action of person no or catch take it just a fact. Me do no. Synthesis so much grammar.
I like that.
So it is not even actually brofra yentiasia. Not using kienzo yentiana.
Wow. Okay, your messages. Some messages have come in. This is awesome. This is awesome. Let me go. Okay. Obisa, I really love today's topic. I read that. Good morning, Max TV. I'm watching you live from Kaswa. I like the topic you were treating. This is Ohiniado. Ohiniado, if you do have a question, do ask. Obi said, good morning. I'm enjoying your program and I'm taking notes of it. Very, very good. Obi said, good morning and thanks for teaching me what I need to know. The only TV station that makes me smile. This is so fulfilling for us to hear these things from you. But if you have a question for our deep life coach, you can send your questions no answer before our time is up.
Maybe I could do no what the share one particular corner questions in because we all admit
deep thinking.
Yeah, we are admitting like I mean whatever you're saying is the truth.
That is one way we learn. We call it, even in teaching rapport, we call it the mirror effect. Let whatever is occurring right now on the set reflect. Let it hit a reality for you.
Yeah.
Money hit reality for you. Mama can't be big. Me were mates be from me secondary school 1998. Me were mates be outstanding. These are people I admire.
Yeah. We 98.
We 98.
Yes, I mean now.
Oh, then about Brian.
Mo expose mo say. Any answer.
It's man go university in term.
Okay.
But understanding my environment, I mean, you're going to go university. And being motivated and inspired by those who were going. Because there are those who also had difficulties and they were still striving. Between the period of when I decided to go to university, I was not ideal.
And counsel show.
No, I didn't do this.
And found that
it got to a point in my life, over me them one printouts and I research and I print out in the line of my duty, in the line of the career I want to pursue. in the line of the expertise I want to hold.
Meaning you knew this from Uwe.
Exactly. And you know,
but hold on, the feeling for you getting all those setting up and getting was because certain people didn't have the means, but they were
exactly. And I make kind of so instead of feeling so no akwaja wono, ma enya wonkuranhye.
Wow.
Ma nya wonkuranhye. Na bra na wo mre ma ye no, wo wa ho de asie. Now listen, before David was crowned a king, he was a shepherd. If you're able to take care of in one way to brutal, David was so if David had decided to lock himself in a room without mastering how to lead sheep, flock of sheep,
he would have
and he wouldn't have been able to even learn how to. The same thing, Moses was highly educated. Eti bria ba yese okohia Pharaoh no. Pharaoh quote Egypt law. No so counter with Egypt law.
Yes.
So if the feeling of being left behind must be a trigger to wake you up.
So you must not be idle.
You must not be idle. The feeling of being left behind. Also pekunu. You don't go to any event, you don't go to any function, you don't do anything.
Unjoini
road. Na enwani say, what Facebook na show kona sa na omi enya sa, na nyame abuye so de ekuna hye, na ekuna hye yi friend say box mu nice, no abon bow tie, no atwero husband for this.
No,
shady.
Stop shady.
Also Pejuma. O Pejuma, o di ni nyina social media na o twa for the pastor. Common CV kra wo ni mu tro. Aso ye graduate. Unya course for the guitar no. There are free courses online. So what do you think you've left behind? It is look, the world owes you nothing. It gave you everything and you chose not to make use.
Hold on. Rewind that before the world owes you nothing. You chose.
It gave you everything. But you chose.
One more time. Hold on. Share camera away. Now repeat it. Look at
this is critical for me.
Yeah.
Me say we are sitting and the will biara. Ni adepe bia wiase ewo de ma no de ama wo eye wu na wasi gina yesem memfa we na mefa we and the things you so abro. The world owes you nothing. It gave you its best, but it was your actions and inactions, choices and lack of choices that is giving you this feeling.
Wow. All right. Let me read a few of your messages. Please, good morning. My name is January. From Kumasi, oh God. I want to ask Scofray that if your mind alerts you about something and you didn't respond to it, when the alert is off, can you give the alert? Can you give it? Or can you get it to alert you again? I like that question. Obisa, my name is Samuel Kobe. I really like today's, news. That's what he says. Okay, hello, good morning, Max Morning. I just don't know what to say, but then Max Morning is always bringing us the best. Auntie, you always ask questions I have in mind during the shows. I like you. Okay, am I the auntie? Okay, thank you. Okay, God bless you, Mr. Scofray. You are indeed a gem. Keep being awesome, a global giant. Whatever you're saying is true. No two ways. Obin say, this is Esther from Achimota. Okay, that's Esther who wrote this. And you are the best TV station. For France to say, hello, good morning. My name is Akogo Isaac from Shashi. I'm enjoying the show. And the last one is saying, okay, the last one is Samuel Kobe. I really like today's, show. This is awesome.
So it's important, sir.
Until we have to go. We'll find our word of wisdom for us this morning.
Every situation and phase of your life is a prompting. Every phase, every situation at the moment is a prompting. That is how you have been designed. Yours is to pay attention to the prompting. Question yourself about what the prompting is about. Begin to take actions and make choices that support a certain vision you are pursuing.
If the alert is dim, like,
Like
one
said,
of what you do.
The letters dimmed.
Our body is so powerful, sir. Even if it is dimmed, it can still use certain aspect of this other experiences to lit up somewhere. Because it's networked. Almost any network, when it lifts up, it can bring you back to where the actual foundation or the need is. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right,
Mr. Scofray Nanayao Yeboah, he's a certified professional corporate trainer, first Africa's ecological coach from Ideal Coaching Global USA. He's also the first African student to graduate from advanced diploma in leadership studies from the Institute of Commercial Management, UK. This is amazing. I have learned a lot. I don't even know what to say anymore. Your time, no, I a bit, but tomorrow we'll be bringing you more. Let me read a few of your messages quickly. Sorry about this. Let me read a few. Okay, I'll say, hi, madam. Good morning. My name is Starboy from Asante Achim Domiabra. I like Nanayao. Good work every day. I hear your progress, madam. Great job. Thank you, madam. We say good morning. Nana Yeboah's teaching is very understandable. You have really inspired me. Keep up the good work, bro. And this is Nana Sari from La Paz. And I will be from. So good morning. My name is Fatau Mohammed. I just love the last part of his motivation. And the last one is saying, hi, please, I'm Michelle from Abeka, and I'm really enjoying your discussion today. And kindly tell baby that I miss her. Oh, we miss her too. All right, Ochina. TCL, we have this beautiful game that we're playing with TCL, and I think it's all about love. You need to catch it on time in order to win something. But tomorrow we'll explain everything to you. But in the meantime, get your home creative by walking into any TCL branch and get an appliance at discount prices. It can only be at TCL, especially a new one at East Legon. Check it out. You can win several appliances, Ochina, so do not miss our morning show. Do not miss the morning show because we'll be giving out lots of prizes and bringing you lots of good things. I am so... today, thank you, Scott.
Good morning,
baby Dafa. We wish you a speedy recovery. We absolutely love you. We hope to see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or next. Alex?
Oh, yes. Nyami Aduma Ochina will be back with another edition of Max Morning. CCR and Miss Mwakwande, we are all Scofray. God bless you all. Have a good one and continue watching Max TV. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.